Daily Devotion with Pastor Balla for September 27th, 2022 from John chapter 4, Going Without Food. Previously we heard about Jesus talking with a woman at a well located in Samaria. Typically the Jewish people didn't talk with the Samaritans, but that did not stop Jesus. But the conversation with the woman does stop for a moment when the disciples arrive, who were bringing back food for Jesus. So let's continue the narrative with John chapter 4, verse 27. Just then his disciples came back. They marveled that he was talking with a woman. But no one said, "What do you seek?" or "Why are you talking with her?" Verse 28. So the woman left her water jar and went away into town and said to the people, "Come, see a man who told me all that I ever did. Can this be the Christ?" They went out of the town and were coming to him. Notice the excitement of the woman as she leaves her water jar and then goes to the people of the town and asks the question, "Could this be the Christ?" Which results in the town folk heading out to see Jesus and trying to figure this out for themselves. Verse 31. Meanwhile, the disciples were urging him, saying, "Rabbi, eat." But he said to them, "I have food to eat that you do not know about." So the disciples said to one another, "Has anyone brought him something to eat?" We do need to remember that Jesus was able to fast for 40 days right after his baptism. Fasting for 40 days sounds like an impossible task to us, and I will admit it is extremely difficult, something you do need to practice and work up to. For us in today's society, we're lucky to go a few hours without needing to add more food into our stomach. We do not have the same bodily disciplines that the disciples and Jesus had. But even the disciples were amazed that he didn't eat. The response of Jesus, of course, is classic. Verse 34, Jesus said to them, "My food is to do the will of him who sent me and to accomplish his work." Now, here Jesus is trying to teach the disciples and us why Jesus is here on earth and what's his purpose. His purpose is to accomplish our salvation and to teach people. So in essence, Jesus is saying, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. That is, telling people and showing people that Jesus is the Christ, the Messiah. So Jesus then continues. Verse 35, "Do you not say there are yet 4 months and then comes the harvest? Look, I tell you, lift up your eyes and see that the fields are white for harvest. Already the one who reaps is receiving wages and gathering fruit for eternal life, so the sower and the reaper may rejoice together." Verse 37, "For here the saying holds true, one sows and another reaps. I sent you to reap that for which you did not labor. Others have labored, and you have entered into their labor." So this reaping and the harvesting that Jesus is referring to is not in regards to food. He said that's still 4 months away. Remember, God takes on flesh and blood and is born in Bethlehem, born of Mary for the purpose of bringing salvation to all humanity. Jesus will ultimately accomplish this on the cross, but he uses people like you and me. Jesus also uses the church to continue to get this word out so that others may hear the saving gospel of what Jesus has done for us and what Jesus is still doing for us even today. God's peace and many blessings be with you, and thank you for listening. And please take an opportunity to share this message with others. If you have enjoyed these daily devotions, please consider making a donation to Peace Lutheran Church, 24024 West Main Street, Plainfield, Illinois 60544. Thank you again for listening.